Good morning, everyone. So, Killing Floor 3 is out. Yeah, and I'm excited to try to play this with you. However, I'm a little bit concerned. And we're going to talk about why, because I was trying to finish this before we went live, but I can't even do this. And the shaders took literally a half an hour to compile. And, like, almost seemed like they failed several times. So, let me, now, what we're looking at here is the reason why I say I can't do this is because I'm pressing shift over and over, and it's not registering that I'm pressing a button. And all I have to do is press shift to run, left shift to run, to dash, like 3 times in a row, and it's not doing it. You see what I mean? I can't shoot, I can't aim, I can't do anything. I can't proceed because it doesn't work. This is pretty bad. Yeah, this is, I don't know why. And there's no direction. Like, you need to be in this area. Now, there was already something else, like, turn on your flashlight. And that worked fine. But this isn't. Like, you guys know I've played Killing Floor 2 for years. I played that for so many years. I love that game. And I was really anticipating this. And then, oh wow, this is cool. Maneater, that is a good one. That's from them too. It's not working. Like, I'm just running like, it's not. Oh, wait, hold on. It worked there. I have to double press it. Wait, what? Yeah, no, this is somebody's like screwing around with the game or something. So we all know who I reported to YouTube for harassing people. And then this happens the very next game on the stream. And we have no trending too, by the way. We're in a swipe feed here. No trending. And it's as plain as day to see it worked once. And it's just never working any other time. Oh, and as soon as that one concurrent comes in here, we know there's somebody in here, they start, yeah, it instantly worked, dude. I reported, I'm not joking with you. I reported Scammer Payback because they, no lie, they just harass gaming streamers and have fun. They think it's funny. And they'll literally sit here and do things like this, unbeknownst to the person, and like, you're blaming the game, you're getting mad at the game, meanwhile they're just screwing with streamers. And I flat out reported them. I am done with it. I am so done with it. You have a video to send me? Okay, go ahead, man. Send it away. But that was very obvious where, like, right away that worked. You seem to be the only one in here. Something YouTube did while you were watching my channel? I have no doubt, man. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know.
Impressive. It appears someone's been evading
And remember, it's not really YouTube, it's Scammer Payback. They're harassing me. Okay, thank you. Yeah, like, I already know how to do this. Like, I played Killing Floor 3 for years, man.
Specialist. Now,
So, like, just the fact that it wasn't working, you know what I mean? It was to get a reaction out of me. It was to get me to, like, freak out, just like they've done for all these other games. And it's literally just been Scammer Payback the whole time. Because after I, like... now they're trying to be silent about this. Like, now they're doing just one little basic thing, and they're not leaving any evidence anywhere else. And they were just really aggressively screwing with this, screwing with that, screwing with that. And meanwhile, you can clearly see it's just as simple as left shift. I mean, they're supposed to catch scammers, except what they do instead is they use that to harass people so that the scammers show up. And instead of like because it's a very put together stream and a very put together, like, it's not almost, it's kind of real but not. And so, like, a lot of what you see is put together, and they don't take individual cases, but they don't say that either. They just say that if you have a problem, they're always going to be there for you, report it to but then they don't have any type of automated response system or something like that that tells you that they don't take individual cases or something. They just don't respond, and then they harass you. So, I reported them because flat out I'm done with it, and you can see the evidence of it right here. I reported them last night, and like, flat out, the very first thing that happens, we have button glitches, where it's as simple as pushing a button on my keyboard, man. So, now this is next to a mantle up object, so I just have to, hold on. Find, there's something, alright, here we go. And you see how it's not happening now, like, instantly it's okay. I'm gonna check that here in a second.
Splendid. As you'll discover, a heightened perspective is often essential for tactical supremacy. If you would, please proceed to the armory.
Did you text me? Oh, okay. Well, let me know when you do. Just send it then. But yeah, you see how there's no trending in here. And then as I say it, a second concurrent comes in but then leaves. And then there's no other views on the stream. Like, they're sitting here, like, locking the views. So, like, you see it. So that's who's been detrending my streams. That's who's been lying. Because they were in here screwing around with stuff, and they were trying to hide that they were in here. And meanwhile, they're causing problems for my traffic, my trending. You're gonna edit the video so it's easier to understand. I think what's happening is every time I hit the like button, it would shut off your stream. You're talking about serious issues. Yeah, like, that's my point. They're like, so, like, did you ever get hacked? Did you ever take care of that hack? So what they're doing is, instead of, they're making you think you're not hacked, so that now that when you're hacked, instead, you're the one screwing with other people. So, like, maybe your like buttons on YouTube are hacked or something like that. That's what they're doing. It's just to carefully, and it's, you know what? It's probably Scammer Payback. It's probably Scammer Payback. They're probably just testing things out on us. Like, that's what they always do. They test things out. That's the point. That's what they're doing. And that's not right. It's unconstitutional. It's incredible. It's harassment, man. It's online harassment.
Never underestimate the value of a well-maintained sidearm in surprise situations.
And meanwhile, I have to talk about this as evidence right as soon as I'm, like, introducing a new game and I'm trying to, you know, like promote the game and stuff like that, instead of talking about what I want to talk about, because again, there was interference with a game where it's very clear there was nothing wrong with the game. It was as simple as a button glitch where this hacker from Scammer Payback clearly is sitting in here causing a problem for my game just because he has nothing better to do. This is instead of what he should be doing, he's doing that. So yeah, no, like he pulls all-nighters and stuff. No, not really. He sits there and he harasses people when you think he's pulling all-nighters. That's what he's really doing. So, yeah, it's just kind of obvious at this point.
Prowess with a firearm is evident. If those were Zeds, they'd surely be dead, or at least gravely wounded. Now,
It's a shame.
in the interests of managing
And then you
our
see the suppression where there's no viewers in here. There's just conveniently 2 people in here, and that's it. Gee, I wonder why. Even though we're in a swipe feed playing a new game that just came out today. Why does YouTube only have 2 people in here? Yourself and one other person who seems to be causing all these problems for my stream. Gee, I wonder what's going on there. So I've already pressed reload multiple times. So this is the same glitch that Scammer Payback is causing. And again, like, this is what I'm talking about, where it's just a key. It's literally as simple as pushing R on the keyboard. It clearly just says, press R to reload your weapon. So this is what I'm talking about, where, like, the next thing happens where it's, like, something basic that you can clearly see. It's just as simple as that. And all that happens is I'm talking about this X amount of time, and nothing's happening. Literally, he's just getting a reaction. So again, all that happened was I reported Scammer Payback last night several times. YouTube's not going to do anything because they don't actually investigate these things seriously. But Scammer Payback's been harassing me. I have gotten harassed hardcore after watching their streams. I have been harassed for trying to talk in their chat. You know, previously I got harassed for talking in the chat, you know, about how I got scammed and stuff like that, like a long ass time ago. That shouldn't be the case. You shouldn't harass people for doing that. You should help them. And meanwhile, you see what happens. And, you know, there's several times where, like, he very clearly referenced me in a stream. He was clearly talking about me, but without mentioning my name. And that's somebody that's trying to scam you. He's mentioning me, but not mentioning me. Yeah, well, he would have called me. He would have called me by name if he wanted to give me a shout out, and he didn't. And so, like, you just see the interference where, like, it's just simple as pushing a reload button. But now, basically, I can't proceed to play the game just because a hacker is literally interfering with a keyboard. Like, the game, he's literally interfering with the ability of the game to detect what button I'm pressing. And that's exactly what a hacker can do. And that's exactly what he's been doing. I've seen him make streams where he admits that he does these things. That's my point. I have seen streams where he sits here and he admits that he can do these things. And I remember him sitting here talking to somebody, like, out of context. He was saying something like, "Oh, I was gonna try to screw around with his lights, and I was sitting there the one day messing around with his game, and you know, like, just like all these things where he was like making points and stuff that, like, he was you know, harassing me and stuff like that, and all this because somebody lied." Yeah, all this probably because, like, you know, like, the person that manipulated me and walked out of my life, like, probably just lied to some people. And, you know, like, he's an idiot. He doesn't actually investigate anything. He's a moron. And again, like, you see what happens. Like, he literally just screws with people. It's literally just as simple as reloading my weapon and it's not functioning. And I won't be able to play the game because this is a tutorial I don't think you can skip. I don't think you can skip it. And so, like, basically, now this game is completely unplayable for me. Just like Elden Ring on Xbox, just like all these other games that he admitted on a stream that he was gonna break. And again, that's digital destruction of property. It's harassment, it's stalking. He's been doing this a long time. And the only thing that happened between last night and today, where this became this targeted, was that I reported his ass. Yep. Yeah. You know why he's doing this? You know why he's doing this? He's harassing me because he knows people that Trump would deport. That's why he's harassing me. That's why he's doing this. That's so messed up. That's not my problem, and he makes it my problem. Just like all the other problems he has that he starts making my problem. Yeah, like, it's just like all the other people that come on here, and instead of, you know, like, recognizing that I'm calling out things and stuff like that that shouldn't be happening, what they're doing is they're like, oh, well, you know, he shouldn't be saying that and educating the person that could do harm. Why would the president do harm? Like, that's the point. Like, yeah, we all know he does, but the point is, if I'm educating, you guys should realize this and do something about it before that happens. So you see how, like, literally it's as simple as reloading the gun. I can't change my gun, by the way. Like, I'm sitting here trying to change to the gun I had, and I can't. It's literally just this. There's no scrolling of the mouse wheel, no other buttons that are working. So, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that Scammer Payback literally just sat here, harassed a streamer, and broke a game. And he has admitted to doing things like this on stream. Like, all YouTube would have to do is investigate his channel long enough and look for enough. Like, I found it. I saw him sitting there on a stream talking about how he does these things. He sits here and he harasses people and he kind of screws with their games. And it's like, I thought you were supposed to be stopping scammers. What, like, and so, like, you just learn a little bit about the guy that, like basically, like, he makes enemies. He pisses people off and stuff like that. Like, that's why he doesn't have, like, 15 million or 20 million subscribers. And he only has, like, 8 million. Because he pisses people off. Yeah, this is ridiculous. It's like, it's as simple as like, seeing that I can't reload. And I'm gonna have to redo that whole thing, and it's not gonna matter.
If you would, please proceed to the armory.
Where's the armory? So now it tells me that. And that's something it didn't tell me the first time either. So we clearly have interference. Like, this isn't glitches, like, nobody expects the game, like basic little things like this. This is Scammer Payback actually making a game look bad for release. So go harass them, since they're harassing me. Go harass them. I already sat there and tried to tell him how I got scammed, yada yada yada, way back, and he was real fucked up about it. Yeah, he was real fucked up about it.
Very good. Now, step up to the firing range. You're there. Unholster your sidearm, would you? Never underestimate the value of a well-maintained sidearm in surprise situations. Now, shoot the targets. Your prowess with a firearm is evident. If those were Zeds, they'd surely be dead, or at least gravely wounded. Now, in the interests of managing our ammunition, please reload your weapon.
Wow.
Excellent.
Imagine that.
Run out at a critical moment, would we? Now, let's get to know the features of our weapon, hey? Steady your firearm and aim down the sights.
And you see how there's only 2 concurrents in here. I wonder who that second concurrent is. Gee, I wonder. Yep. Can't aim down sights. Can't do it. It's not working. That's me right-clicking. It's not working. So again, this is Scammer Payback's method. What they're doing is they're causing button glitches so they can up my mic and listen to those buttons so they can hack my keyboard and hack my mouse. They're sitting here doing this to create a scam so that you sit here and press the same button over and over and over and over and over and over and over so they can hack those buttons because they're listening to the sound they make as you press it over and over. That's why they're doing that. And this is the shit Scammer Payback does. Like, I have sat here and tried to call it out. I have sat here and told you about their bullshit where he literally went on a tirade the one day just because I was in chat and tried to tell him about how I got scammed. And he literally, like, flipped out. He started, like almost like I do sometimes about Trump. No, like that, don't let him fool you. Like, he really, like, he freaked the hell out. Like, he had some sort of angry tirade. He went off and shit like that. You know, like it's somehow my fault that I got scammed, and you're telling people you want to hear about it. Yet I say it, and then you act really fucked up. And then meanwhile, you start, like, it's very clear you have trackers on what I say, so that if I talk about you and I say the word Scammer Payback, or I say pierogi, you literally are just in here, instantly. And I've proven that. Why is that? Pretty sure that's illegal. Yeah, pretty sure that's unconstitutional. And again, I'm still just right-clicking and it's not working. So, I mean, like, I don't know what more proof you need. I already talked to my lawyer this morning about some of the other interference that I saw. I mean, we should have been playing for an hour by now, and we're sitting here pushing simple buttons in the tutorial. Now do you see the whole stuff with Starfield? You see all this, the new release stuff that I have issues with that aren't real issues, yet clearly somebody is making them an issue.
If you would, please proceed to the armory. Very good. Now, step up to the firing range. You're there. Unholster your sidearm, would you? Never underestimate the value of a well-maintained sidearm in surprise situations.
That's nice.
Now, shoot the targets. Prowess with a firearm is evident. If those were Zeds, they'd surely be dead, or at least gravely wounded. Now, in the interests of managing our ammunition, please reload your weapon.
Imagine that.
Excellent.
This works right away.
Out at a critical moment, would we? Now, let's
Now,
get
will
to
I
know
be
the
able to
features
aim
of
down
our
the
weapon,
sights?
eh? Steady your firearm.
Oh, wow.
Aim down the sights.
Oh, wow. I can do it.
That's it. Oh, you seem to have that down. Now, dispatch the targets. Oh, such precision. Survive this yet? Draw your primary weapon now,
Yeah,
specialist.
Scammer Payback sits in here and just causes
Let's see
problems.
what else our weapon can do.
They literally just sit in here and cause problems.
See? Easy. Now, try
They
hitting
harass
those
people.
targets. Keep shooting like that, and I might need to start ordering replacement targets. In the midst of conflict, an empty magazine is Nightfall's worst enemy. That's why it's always wise to have an ammunition bag handy. Kindly throw one down, would you?
Well, and let me just tell you, dude. Let me just tell you, I don't have my mobile data or my Wi-Fi turned on, yet I got your text. So again, like, they have hacked my device. Like, who else is doing that? Yeah, like, and I got your text. Like, that's the point. Like, I am dark right now, yet I got your text. Like, it's clear that they're just sitting there looking at my texts. What does it say when you try to do that? Does it say you don't have permission? I can't. It's like really blurry. There's like an error message. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, he's right. Basically, he was sitting in here watching. It was the stream where I was talking about some guy swerving around all over the place. You know, the truck. And literally, he was trying to like that stream. And YouTube was sitting here closing the stream and showing a little error message for him that said, you don't have the permission to do this. I'm gonna sue the fucking shit out of YouTube for harassment. And Scammer Payback's gonna probably end up being somewhere in the crossfire because they're helping YouTube do this. Because I don't know what else you want to call this when I report them twice. They do nothing. I report a stalker doxing my family all over his channel for an entire year. They do nothing except take a defensive stance. And then meanwhile, we have a content creator sitting here trying to give me an edit. He's saying he's trying to edit something for me, trying to like something for me, actually give me support. And then YouTube, he's showing me proof right here of YouTube closing the stream. As when he tries to like the video, YouTube closes the stream, exits the stream, and says, you don't have permission to do that. And you don't think that everybody has seen by now what YouTube is doing to this channel? That everybody has seen the shit YouTube is doing to censor? And that they should be there should be a class action lawsuit. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We're gonna probably get some signatures and put a class action together because like that's the point. They're doing that to a lot of people. There's a lot of that going on. So I appreciate that. And anybody else that's a YouTuber that's happening to, feel free to come in my chat and let me know. You know, if you wanna share a screenshot or something like that, let me know. Feel free. If it's happening to you too, it was pissing you off. Yeah, it's supposed to. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. Yes. This is the stuff I was trying to tell you was happening with your channel for a while. And somebody else, as you know, that I'm gonna mention. But again, like, this is what they're doing, and that we're always doing, to split people up so they couldn't get bigger together.
Very good. That, in fact, appears to be a bag. Now, reach inside and wrest some ammunition. Remember, never wait until it's too late. A bag on the ground means readiness in our ranks.
Yeah, they just want to steal your money.
Your next task is to toss a grenade at the designated targets. Splendid. A well-placed throw is the deciding factor against a ravening horde of
Appreciate it, man.
bioweapons. Now, if you'd be so kind, please proceed
Okay.
to the mission control console.
Comic-Con Day. Well, that's awesome, man. Have fun. Yeah, that's fine, man. Like, I get it. It's pretty obvious we got some shit going on with this, though.
You made it, and you didn't get too lost along the way. Well,
Now,
now's your moment, specialist.
Now, hold on.
Use the console to select your first mission and begin your exciting new venture with Nightfall.
Now, we'll see the maturity level here. Because this is what I noticed with Scammer Payback. There's 0 maturity level, 0 accountability. And that's kind of my point. If you are somebody where you're submitting something and they just completely ignore you, they should have some sort of, like, you know, automated sort of thing. You know, like, we don't take, you know, this or that. We don't take personal, you know. You shouldn't have to read some obscure comment by an actual member way further down in the channel somewhere from that, you know, that says they don't take personal cases. They just take the cases that come up on his call log and shit like that. Like, he has never said that. In fact, he has quite often reached out and said, I will help people, reach out to me, and flat out, I left a comment on Scammer Payback's post that they were so justified to say, if you have a scam and proof of the scam, while I had a scam going on, and they deleted the comment. I said, I'm pretty sure I already emailed you about a scam and gave you enough proof, and you ignored it. Yeah, I left a comment on that, yeah, and they had the audacity to delete it once they finally saw it, because some people were liking it. Yeah. And then they had the audacity to sit there and just delete the comment. It's Scammer Payback. Alright, let's do this.
I will now hand you over to our very capable field director, Ms. Rhodes. We'll speak again once you're in the field. Now, board the VTOL, paying special attention to avoid its many sharp and fast-moving propellers.
Travel safe, team.
Yeah, especially when all I ever did was talk good about them and promote them. That's pretty sad when all I got was harassed for it. Cool. So can I change my... I have like skins I can use. I have like the Thing edition. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is cool. Oh, what? See, that's my normal. I love Firebug. Firebug was my number one. Let's do. I'm gonna do Firebug first, cause that Firebug was like, that was my number one. You guys know I did Prestige. I Prestige 5 level that on Killing Floor 2. I Prestige level 25, Prestige level 5. I did all that for Firebug. My other favorite was I think SWAT, and I liked a few other ones, but Firebug, I like support too. Firebug was the top though, I loved it. So let's do this. I'm sorry, but I am tired of getting harassed because I talk about Scammer Payback or I say something about, I am so tired of it. And that just should never be the case, especially when I'm talking good about them. I buy a hoodie in good faith to support their cause.
Here at Nightfall, each Z you exterminate is dotted.
And then meanwhile,
unique pay per kill.
let me just tell you this really quick.
Always well compensated.
Let me just tell you this really quick. I have never seen anybody, when I go into their stream and I watch their streams when they're live, I have never seen anybody shake their head so much right when I come in the stream. Like, right when I come in. just shakes his head. Every single solitary time I have come in that stream. Yeah, and that's what I started noticing. He's just shaking his head when I come in the stream. So, like he has all these tools and stuff to see IP addresses for people in his streams. He's lying about it. And not only that, he's sitting here and he's putting trackers on people. Illegal things. You can't just distribute trackers. The system does that. He's fucking up the system. And then he just goes, oh, it just messes up. It just messes up sometimes. And then you see the interference where I have one concurrent and it's interfering with my trending. Like, gee, I wonder who that one concurrent is. Oh my god, it's running great. Look at this.
Get your pasty ass out of here.
And just like that, your coffer's overflowing. Keep that adrenaline pumping. Soon your senses will become heightened. You'll feel as if time slows down.
The enemies are... Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's pretty good.
We're down to 75%.
It's not like it's like they're gonna polish it, I think. But like I don't know, like I think it looks pretty good. At least on this level here so far. Some of these enemies, you know, very reminiscent of the second one. But I have been seeing new ones already. Like we've seen some updated enemies, where they're the same enemies but updated. They just look different, and that's cool.
No secret.
There's set time.
Clear the area of any remaining Zeds.
It lasts longer. Did you see that? It's actually only 40 bucks. 365. It's actually only 40 bucks. Yeah, if you just want the base game, it's only 40 bucks. Isn't that cool?
Appears to be the last of them. Now, proceed to the pod. Let's upgrade that weapon, shall we?
So we do have a pod still. Okay. So this is a lot like 2, where you're gonna have to run to an upgrade pod. You have weapons, upgrades for your weapons, ammo, armor, and things like that. Yeah, man, it's 40 bucks, and then there's a deluxe, and then there's one that trust me, it is worth it to get like the ultimate, like that trust me. For this one it is. If you like online shooters and you like playing that stuff, this one, it's gonna be worth it. I was looking at that stuff, and it comes with a bunch of things that I think would normally cost you more if you're gonna like play online and you want those things. So this is so cool. Is there a Helios rifle still? Remember I love the Helios rifle. These kind of look like that, don't they? Here's Dragon's Breath. How much? Where's my? How much do I have? I don't even see it. Oh, it's here. I'll do the autofill. Just because I wasted a lot of time.
Specialist, I'm confident you'll remain a valuable asset to Nightfall as the battle battle against Horzine further intensifies.
Alright, finally, with all this interference and like, you guys need to realize, like, I understand that I was not in the armory during the training, and I understand that it might look to you guys like that's why the glitch was happening. This has always been the case. Like, that's a justification. Remember how early on I was doing the shift, the left shift? That wasn't working either, though. Remember? The left shift wouldn't work, and remember, it didn't say anything about the armory initially. It didn't tell me to go to the armory. It just said left shift, and that just endlessly didn't work. So, it was one thing after another. It wasn't just one thing. They used this as a way to attack the game and attack me, and to try to, like, make it look like I wouldn't know how to play the game or something like that. I'm a seasoned Killing Floor 2 player. You aren't gonna fool me with a fake tutorial. I've been playing fucking Killing Floor 2 for fucking years. So, it was super obvious what they were doing there. I am done with his stupid shit. Like, literally, the guy sits here and watches. You know that he took my hair? He, like directly copied my hair. And it didn't even give me a shout out. He got the exact same haircut. Started spiking it up and said, dyed it the same way. He always had his hair blue, but he styled it exactly like mine. That's a little bit weird, man. And you don't even reach out. You don't even say anything. You just do all these. I don't know. It's a little bit weird. And then meanwhile, I was just a fan being a creator having these problems trying to reach out. And then he acts like that. The professional acts like that. How, what? I don't have 8 million subscribers. I don't have all these people keeping me in check, surrounding me all the time. You do. Why are you doing those things? That's how I look at it. I'm sorry. I'm just so done with that. And the whole point is that they're doing this to make new games look bad and make it so that my channel, I'm not the one that gets to introduce games and gets people into them and stuff. The Scammer Payback's gonna steal that and give it to, like, another channel or something like that. And this is messed up. This is what they've been doing. They've been creating scams to siphon my viewers elsewhere. Done with it. So this is cool. We have like a budget here. I wonder if that means we can keep stuff afterward. Oh well, let's just keep going. Army Depot. This game is like, it's not. That's why I knew, like, the whole, where it took like a half an hour to compile the shaders. I think that's bullshit. I think there's something going on there because the game itself is really small. Yeah, they optimize this properly. Yeah, it's actually doesn't take up much space at all. That's optimization. That's how you do it. Like, and that's how I know that it didn't make any sense, the shaders. How big are they when the game is like 20 gigs? How does that make any fucking sense? It doesn't. It wouldn't take a half an hour to compile shaders for a game that's 20 fucking gigs. Oh, sweet. What just happened? I have a special? That's cool. They'll still need to work on some of the optimization, but it's ready for release. I like it. I can determine that. This keyboard, like, I love the sound of the keyboard and I love the feel of it. The lights are useless on this keyboard. They are useless because they didn't make the letters on the keys the right color. I can't ever see it. I have to look at my. It's like defeats the whole purpose of having a lit keyboard.
That's all.
Like I love so many things about it, but no lie, like all they would have to do is etch the letters, or make the letters black or blue. Even like blue would, like it's just white on like, because the keyboard itself is like a light, really light, like sort of like purplish, and it's almost white. So like you have to like really look at the, and I press the wrong button sometimes. When I have the other keyboard I can clearly see the keys, however that one's small. So like because my hands are big, then I press the wrong buttons. So the same thing happens. So like I like the keyboards, but you can't, there's no replacement for like a really, really nice, like, Logitech, or a really nice, Razer, a really nice Microsoft keyboard. Like, there's a lot of good brands out there.
Pod's open. You might want to pick up some ammo.
Alright, so let's get a Dragon's Breath. What's the difference here? Extinguishing Slug, red dot. I want to get the regular Dragon's Breath. Let's do that. That was a shotgun in the last one. Now, if you notice, we do still have the upgrades, but this whole screen looks very different. So it's just taking me a little time to get used to. Notice how... Okay, I was gonna say, notice how it's not quitting out either? That's weird.
Who's up for some more wacky fun?
I think it just made a mistake. It was a little bit of a delay. I like that my health... Is it my health? That's not my health. My health is at 100. The thing at the top, what is that? Is that overall enemies? I think it is. I think it's the overall... Oh no, wait a minute. Hold on. That's not what that is, because it's going up.
Right.
What is that? Just so that you guys know, Scammer Payback tells you that you can, you know, that you can tell them your story, you can, so like that's just, like, it really is a huge letdown. There's no, oh, that's Zed time!
Forever.
It's my Zed time, now I know. Oh, I don't have it.
Let's go.
I like this level. They had some really cool maps. Like that was a huge bonus to the game.
Don't even come at me with that shit.
Tripwire makes really cool maps.
I'm healed. Put it on the board. You know, I wish you wouldn't.
What the hell was that? That was weird. Super controversial. What do you mean?
Got one.
Not that I'm aware of.
This space could really use some nice valence lighting.
Unable to heal. Why? I have limited healing? I didn't know that. That wasn't in the first two. Yeah, I can't heal after the first time. I didn't know that. If I had known that, I would have been watching my health more. Dude, that's just bad design. I had no idea that my healing doesn't regenerate. I had no way of knowing that. That's a shame. Now it heals you.
All right.
You can use
now
the
follow
pod
your
to heal
feet
you.
to your favorite premium shopping destination.
The fuck? Well, at least the arrow works this time. That's one thing in Killing Floor 2. This thing here would get really messed up on custom maps. So hopefully, like, that's what they, like... I don't know if there's custom maps in this yet. I don't think there's a map editor yet. I don't know, though. It wasn't Monster back in the day, wasn't it? Red? No. Not to my knowledge.
Looks like you need some ammo.
Was it? I certainly wasn't aware. Oh, so you have to refill it. Yeah, you gotta refill it now. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't the case before. That would just automatically happen. So now I'm seeing that. Created the armor, okay. So let's fill this up. We'll fill that up. Now this is wave 3. It looks like we have 7 waves on this one. I'm seeing in the top left, I think we got 7 waves. Oh yeah, Postal, yeah. I mean, Postal's great though, like... Postal's
Sorry,
just...
shoppers, the pod is closed.
Postal is supposed to offend people. It's supposed to be funny. Like you gotta... you have to, you either like it or you don't. And if you're offended by that humor, like... That's where I don't have time for somebody, like, you act all offended by something. But...
Oh, make him bang.
Yeah, Postal 2 was a great one. And they kept making them. They're just funny. But yeah, Killing Floor 2...
Quiet down.
I played a lot. Played a lot of...
Stop, drop, and roll.
People would host. Fine. What the hell? Yeah, I like this map. This is cool. Warehouse. There he is. He just went back on the building.
Definitely should have worn earplugs. Okay, I've heard enough. Get gone.
He shot him! Did you see that? Great. Yeah, the Zen time is cool. It's still just as cool.
Last 10, team.
And we are done.
Everything is so red. We can tune that down a little bit. Like, why is everything just red?
That got messy.
So you gotta shoot the thing on his back, I think. If you want to get him in one shot. I think that's how those guys work. I haven't figured it out yet. But there's a lot of new enemies and stuff. Multi-tool required. That's something I don't remember how to bring up. Is it T? It used to be just a button, I thought. What was the multi-tool? It may have been what something else is now. You know what? You used to be able to just do this. Yeah, can't do it. Remember the multi-tool is the thing that you could seal the doors with? Like when the Zeds would be like banging on the doors, you could like seal the outside of the doors and stuff like that, and you'd have certain objectives. That's what the multi-tool is, and like, I couldn't, not really sure. Wait a minute, hold on. This is my loadout. Maybe you have to buy it. So like, let's look here. We have Commando, Firebug, Engineer, Sharpshooter, Ninja, and Medic. So those are the ones we have. And you can cross over, but remember, if it works the same way it did before, if you're getting kills with this, it counts towards... Wait, is there even levels? Maybe there's not even... I didn't even notice. I don't think there's a leveling system. I'll have to check that. So yeah, this isn't... I still have not enough really for... And that's fine, because that's a normal seven wave thing. You're gonna keep that mid weapon for a while and not gonna be able to upgrade until usually about wave 6 or 7. Because that final tier is usually a pretty bulky tier of weapons. Like I said, the Helios rifle was broken. And I was okay with it. I love it.
A nice bleach solution ought to clean that
But
right
like
up.
it was broken with damage. It was expensive though. Like you couldn't have a lot of other stuff with it. It was heavy. It took a lot of, and that's something else too. You don't have appear to have a weight on this one. You can only carry so many. So there's some definitive differences.
Hope that's only a first-degree burn.
I like their responses still. You still have like the player responses. No, this is fun. It'd be cool to see a daytime map, one that looks a little different. Look at his gun. I'm like trying to look at the unit. It looks cool. Oh god.
Ta-da! Bye-bye! Sorry to interrupt.
Jeez.
Lather, rinse, repeat.
So that's like a lore. That's pretty cool. I thought it was gonna be like a mine. It lures them. And freezes them, apparently. That's useful. I like that. Yeah, that little thing I put on the ground, it lures them and then freezes them. That's cool. I like this map. I do. It's a cool map.
You should probably pick out some
Man.
health supplies from the pod. Hey, I'm just looking out for you.
Pneumatic plasma cool. See, that sounds cool. Ultra octane. I want to try this. Penetration power, accuracy. This actually does more damage. Well, when this does more damage, why would I...
30-second warning for the pod.
Whoops. I replaced my weapon like an idiot. No, it's fine. Yeah, I should have used the other slot. That's okay, like, I'm still getting used to this.
Looks like you could use that surrender too.
Still getting used to this.
The pod is now closed.
Yes, it is. The pods look similar. Yeah, they look similar. I like how compact they are. It's kind of cool.
Way to make an entrance!
Way to make an entrance? They're climbing out of a wall slowly. Okay, that was cool.
Night.
Okay, I kind of like this. I don't know why. This is cool. It... Hold on, is it single? I think it's single fire. I can't really burst fire or anything. Let me try this. Oh. There we go. There's a secondary function. Okay, that's cool as shit.
Headshot masterclass right
I think you gotta shoot his chest. That was awesome.
Smell you later.
Ah!
No!
Okay, that was
Time
cool.
to shower. They
You have to
make
admit that
body
was
wipes
pretty
now.
cool. Oh, his gun. Spot on his gun. That's what you gotta do. Oh, God! Oh, no, 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 no!
Well, that's the ball game.
Oops. I fell. Oh my god. As soon as I was falling, I knew it too, because I had 30-some health left, and I was like, no! I realized how far it was, and that was a stupid choice. That's okay. That's okay. No big deal. I like it a lot so far. Again, like, my point was that somebody was interfering. Like, you can clearly see nothing has happened after. No weirdness. I can clearly play the game just fine. Return to Stronghold. Let's do that. Let's see if there's like anything different now.
Nightfall. Hargis Army Depot has reported unsettling movements. We've reason to believe it's not just another military mishap. Tread carefully, investigate thoroughly, and return with answers.
Okay. So there is a level. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm happy with this now. I like this. This is good. And you can determine that in an hour, not 2. That's important. And the technology to lower certain, like, that's the point of compiling shaders, is that for your rig, whatever you're running, it should do that in such a way that it drops down low enough at certain times to be able to handle the frame rate. And some people don't care. They want the game to look really crisp, and they don't care if it stutters around. I think a lot of people, that's not the case. You know, like, it's sort of like fast food, right? Like, a lot of time developers make the mistake of not understanding what people want, so they try to do everything. And honestly, most people are pretty happy as long as they don't have crashes, they don't have optimization issues where things bug out. If you can still deliver a product where some people are just disgruntled and complaining about this or that, don't worry about that. That's just a really overly critical person being overly critical about this or that. It's like fast food. When you go through a drive-through, let's be honest, you expect that food relatively quickly, right? However, if you then get your food, it's inedible, it makes you sick, it appears to be old, now you've waited, now you didn't get it fast, and now it's bad. So, which should you have done? Should you take a few steps to make sure it's quality? And maybe they get it a little bit slower, and then it's quality. Or, should you have screwed up all of it? You get what I'm saying? And then consistently do this, try to claim you're not, you know. No, the point is, do what you can, do the best you can. Those people are going to come and go. Don't listen to that. Listen to the, you know, the overall reasonable fact of the matter is most people are reasonable about that. They will accept slightly lowering of graphics just because of how modern tech has become. Everything looks so good, and it's hard to do those textures. So it needs to be able to lower frames to be able to process those textures, or it's just not going to do it. And that's what I see. I see the technology, you know, kind of working properly. I see, you know, other people, you know, they might have a problem with this, but again, just take it with a grain of salt if you know it doesn't bother you. I think I'm actually gonna do this. Try that. I like that. It's pretty cool. So we have a take 10% less damage from burning enemies. Burn afflicts enemies with heat damage over time. Or we have, sorry, retaliate with a small burst of flame that applies burn and 150 heat damage against enemy melee attacks. That's really cool. So I get attacked, it applies 150 heat damage. That's pretty cool. This skill has 16-second cooldown between triggers. Burn afflicts enemies with heat. Oh, I didn't realize the 16. Okay, I'm gonna do that then. 16-second cool. Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's too long. So this is cool. I like that we have passes. We have throwable. We have gadget. I like that this is a level bracket. It's very similar to the second one where you have a build. Each bracket here, you see when I get to this one, it's going to be the same thing where I can pick one of these three. And I put my build like that. So like with Firebug in Killing Floor 2, what I used to do that was so, if you guys want to know like how to OP, what I used to do, it was the thing where when you got that last tier, I did the thing where it made Z time shoot basically in real time. So even though you're in Z time, your bullets and anything that you're shooting, you know, Firebug, would just fire in real time. So everything else is slow motion, and you're just, and it's just absurd. I love that. I absolutely love that. So yeah, like that's a really, really OP ability. I love Firebug, but it'll be really cool to see how this plays out, and then you can see this too. Ground fire effects caused by weapons are 15% bigger and apply 15 enfeeble? I've never seen that word before. What is that? I've seen feeble. Enfeeble? Enfable? What the? Am I pronouncing that right? What is that word? Yeah, feeble. It's feeble. I've never seen that usage. That's funny. All right, yeah, enfeeble, I guess, would be how you'd pronounce that, because enfeeble doesn't sound right. Enfeeble. It's funny. They're teaching me words. Enfeeble affliction per tick. I would just say feeble affliction. Like, why would you? Whatever. Enfeeble weakens enemies, causing them to move and attack more slowly. That's a funny word. Hotfoot. Wait, what? Ground fire effects caused by weapons heal you for 2 health per second while standing. Okay. Some of these are really cool. Man. Okay. That's awesome. This is why I like Killing Floor, and that's why I liked Yet Another Zombie Survivors too, is because like there's a skill tree, there's different characters, and there's different, like, you can do different things with that. Like it's the sort of thing where, like, unless you play it a bunch, you're not gonna, you know, like, you really have to work at that. And this is the same thing where you can actually do different builds with this. So, like, not everybody necessarily is going to do the same thing, and it's cool. Oh, wow. Ballistic damage is a neutral and flash Z-Tech and ineffective to armor and Mire hit zones while inflicting knockdown, stumble, and stun. Damage is effective against flesh, neutral to Mire, and ineffective to armor and Z-Tech hit zones while inflicting bleed and stumble. This is really, really adept. They really thought about this. Heat damage is effective against flesh and Z-Tech, neutral to armor and ineffective to Mire hit zones while inflicting burn to panic Zeds. I like how in-depth this is. I like how those are properly allocated mechanics. That's like, they really thought about this. Electrical damage is effective against Mire and Z-Tech, neutral to armor, and ineffective to flesh hit zones while inflicting shots. Okay, so I see. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Sound wave damage? Is that like my little wines that I thought were mines that I was throwing on the floor? But that's what that is. Cool. Biological damage. See, this is I wanna do more of that. That's cool. Biological damage. All right, let's try to and acid damage. So that's actually different. Oh, corrosion and pan. See, that's cool. There's a lot here. Oh, we had fire and cold. Weapon mods can be crafted at the armory using resources obtained by killing Zeds and destroying Horzine equipment. Horzine equipment. Each mod is equipped and can be equipped once per weapon loadout. Mods can be combined in different loadouts for special gameplay bonuses. They can also be removed for use with other compatible weapons. Cool. White phosphorus flares with increased heat damage. Minus 15% to accuracy. But look at all the bonuses for the other stuff. That's cool. Wow. Yeah. See, this is what I want. I want the sights. Oh, cool. Sure, why not? What? You get little charms too? That's awesome. So they did that too. That's cool. I guess I don't have anything else. Cool. Wow. There's a lot in this. Yes, save. Enter name? No, I think I'll just save it like that. I mean, that's the name of the gun, so it makes sense. That's cool. And I can do the same thing. See, that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna do any of this now, though. I just want to look at it. Let's look at some of the guns here. So here's the ninja. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, we gotta try the ninja. Oh, he gets a bow? Oh, man. Ah. Travel to the army depot using mission control at the stronghold. Didn't I just do that? Oh no, this is a stronghold. So where's the travel for the army depot? Is that up here? Wait, why is it? I think they're missing a word there. It says travel to any using mission control. Any what? Travel to any? Yes, just travel to any. Guys, hey guys, make sure that when you're in the survival basics 2 of the training, you travel to any. I don't know what that means. There's a couple little things to polish, I think. But for the most part, you know what's actually impressive? How polished this actually is, though. Like, the maps look solid. Is it a straight up 60 FPS the entire time? No. No. It's not. No. It's not. You know what was, though? And I'm not comparing it. Don't take this as a harsh thing towards Killing Floor or anything like that. They're not this company. They're not as big as that company. They don't have the resources. Okay, so don't compare them. It's not the same thing. Okay. But you know what was absolutely solid? Didn't really drop lower than 60. It was if anything was pushing higher frame rates on release. Doom: The Dark Ages. Yeah, like I'm still so impressed by that. Like that is. Whew. Anyway, it's still great. Like, it still looks good. It's not bad. It's really not. You guys have seen enough now where we've been in the heat of it, and it didn't really drop down, like, you know, so much so that you'd be like, yeah, that needs more smoothing out and stuff. No, I think that was the whole point, is that the shaders are gonna take a little to compile, but they don't take 20 minutes. They don't take a half an hour. They don't 5-10 minutes. Okay, maybe. I could see that. Not 20 minutes. That's too long. Somebody's screwing around. Somebody's trying to cause data corruption. Like you get it. Like, I've called this stuff out before. So, I guess it just wants me to travel. All right, I'll just travel. It is like just travel stuff. Oh, here's a shop. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, this is the Firebug, right? He's cool too, but I'll be honest with you. I probably will end up playing the Firebug. So this comes with, like, the thing. We need to check this out. Okay, so you still have that in there. Don't be thwarted by that. Like, like, it's just cosmetic stuff. Like, who cares? That's cool. Yeah, that's cool, man. I don't know, I'm gonna have to... Is this a weapons? Ooh. So this is why you want this stuff. Bloat bile. Oh, that's cool. Little bloat bile sharp. That's cool. So in 5 days, the shop's gonna refresh. That's cool. I actually kind of like this one. But that one doesn't come with all the other stuff. Wait, what? Oh, cool. We can do... There's dailies? Ah! Okay, this is awesome. What a game. 40 bucks. 40 bucks. Is it even that? Cause like the ultimate like the ultimate version or whatever they call it is obviously not that, but yeah, it's 40. It's not on sale or anything, but it is 40 for the base. Why are we saying, hold on. Wow. What a jerk. Somebody's just bitching about, like, the community and, like, giving it a bad review because of the community. People are just review bombing it like jackasses. It's fine. It's 40 bucks, guys. Like, what are you complaining about? Nah, it's fine. What's wrong with it? No, somebody had this super long review and they were bitching about like something with like them posting somewhere and like something about like the community and like it was just ridiculous. They weren't even talking about the game, and then like the little part where they were bitching about little things, it was just like finding little stuff that doesn't matter. Like I personally don't see anything wrong with it on like a big scale. Like I see some stuff that might be preference related. I see nothing they're talking about where there's some people are trying to say there's not enough gore. Are you kidding me? So because the in Killing Floor 2 they used to break apart in slow motion and so pretty sure they did that probably to optimize the game because that was causing too many crashes and shit. Like, do you know how long it probably took them to fix that? They're just like, we're not dealing with it anymore. Like think about what you're saying. Like don't just review bomb a game just because there's not enough gore. Like that. Like that's a preference thing. Like Killing Floor 2 already has it, so why do you need that in the... You know, like, I get it. It's still the same type of game, and it's a sequel, so it should have similar gore or as much as what you're saying. That, again, that's a preference. That's your opinion. Don't review bomb the whole game because it's one little stupid thing that you're trying to... And then, like, other little things, like, he was like, it's not even the this, it's not even the that. Isn't the missing features the mediocre gunplay, yada yada. What's mediocre about the gunplay? I enjoy it. I think it's kind of fun. What? Killing Floor 2 is $3 right now, though. Yeah, go buy that if you want to bitch. Like, seriously, like, this is so stupid. This game so far, I'm really liking it. I'm gonna hold my tone too much from rating it until I play it enough. I'm not gonna sit here and give you a rating probably, like, maybe even in this stream. But... If everything else past this point doesn't lower it, like if I just start from everything I've seen, everything that I expect the rest of the game to be, and how cool this looks, how cool all the features are, it's an 8. Sorry, it's an 8. It's a good shooter that needs a little bit of polishing, but is ready. This is how like the games look now. I mean, Doom: The Dark Ages is arguably somewhat similar. It's just, again, a huge company smoothing out and polishing a game on release is far different than Tripwire. Far different. And you gotta give them that. Like, they tried so hard to do this in the right way. It's not a really huge install file. It's like 20 gigs. Like, come on, man. Like, what are you complaining about? You're just finding reasons, and you want to like seem edgy or something, putting a game down. I think that's messed up. This is cool. Normal is easy. Hard and then hell on earth. That's cool. That's a Doom reference, so that's really cool.
Please exercise caution when approaching the VTOL team.
Oh.
Nightfall will not be responsible for death, disfigurement, or loss of extremities.
That was great. The dialogue's so good. People are just complaining. This is a good game. Watch, it's gonna be good. Watch, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. People are just bitching. They don't know what the fuck they're talking. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Oh, I didn't buy my hazmat stuff. I should have done that. Why didn't I do that? It's okay. I'll do it. I'll do it soon. Wait. Where's my loadout? That's not my... Didn't I choose a different gun skin?
Somewhere, amidst the twisted wreckage of that supply
What the
train,
hell?
is a Horsine audio
whatever.
log. Would you kindly find it?
So the map looks cool. Here's what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned because so far, almost every map looks kind of the same. I'm a little concerned about that. But it looks polished. Like, I'm just saying, like, you look up and there's nothing out of, you know, like, there's nothing, like, they did polish it, you can tell. So, like, that's why I'm crediting, like, oh, it seems like a good map. But again, if all the maps look the same, I will play one of those maps. I will never play all of the other ones. I don't want to play, like, it is repetitive and boring. So you need to have different looking maps, flashier maps. This will give variety. And not only that, stop putting these red lights everywhere. Is this the same map? Fuck. Yeah, that's the building. It's the same map! Yeah. Don't recycle maps. So, alright, we're doing... There we go.
I didn't get a first-class pyrotechnics license for nothing.
I'm pressing and holding F and it's not working, so we're having interference again. And if you see that second concurrent in the stream, right? You see the second concurrent in the stream?
Start with me.
So we are having interference. Where it's like I'm literally just holding F. Like it should be working. It's not. So maybe it's talking about after the round. I'll try it after the round, but again, that's interference. It should be doing it now. And you can clearly see the highlight is there. Like it's already working.
Still surprised
So
but how
that's
messy it always is.
basically what you're seeing is all the people that are reviewing and they have a bad review. Yeah, these people that are these pen testers that are just sitting on YouTube to screw with them because they're jealous that they get to sit here and introduce games. They just harass them and then give the views to the people they like while harassing the people that they think are toxic or whatever, just in their opinion, you know. And they're just harassing people. So this is what I'm talking about. And I've been calling it out for a while. It's pretty bad.
Wave cleared.
Yeah, I'm holding F to highlight the path, so I won't be able to finish this little training survival basics #2 tutorial now. You see what I mean? I won't be able to finish that because it's not functioning properly. And again, it's just them trying to isolate a key on my keyboard, jacking them. Like, that's why my sound was all sensitive. The reason they're doing this is, remember I told you my sound's super sensitive. The reason they're doing this is because they want you to hit one button a shitload of times. They want to hack your keyboard. They want to hear what sound that button makes a whole bunch of times so they can really isolate when you're pressing that key live, and it's a way for them to breach your system. And so, like, he's always been doing this. Like, why is that key not functioning like the game tells me?
That audio log should be somewhere nearby.
Like, I'm literally pressing and holding it right now, and nothing is happening. I held it for like 10 seconds. Nothing. It literally says, use a trader pod and activate wave, resupply, hold F to highlight a path. Okay, I'm holding F. So you get what I'm saying, like, honestly, that's just trash. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Sure.
like the obviousness of like things should just work, and they just don't.
That's it. Pod's closed.
Yeah. And it, again, it's not like magically working now. I am pressing and holding, trying to make it work again. It's not. Imagine that. So yeah, Scammer Payback is sitting in here fucking with people's games. And they just harass people. I mean, that's who's doing it. It's literally them. Because I got massively harassed by that channel. Massively. Like, I got massively harassed by their audience and everything.
Hey, not so handsy.
It's kind of amazing how when I just did something, you know what I mean? I was pressing and holding F, yet for some reason when I visited that little thing just now, even though that wasn't the, you know what I mean? The supply thing was the first thing I did, where I upgraded and stuff. That's just like something else. So again, like, you see the interference where they're trying to interfere with the game, make it seem like you don't know what you're doing. No, the supply pod, like, we already know what that is. Like, we know, we spent, I have hundreds of hours in Killing Floor 2. Like, literally hundreds of hours in Killing Floor 2. And we're sitting here, we're trying to pretend like I don't know how to fucking play the game. When I know what a fucking supplies pod is. Jesus Christ. So, like, it's just sitting here, like I said, even from the very beginning, what they were doing was they were taking the very basic things about a tutorial where it was as simple as pushing a button and trying to make it seem like I didn't know how to push a button on my keyboard. Yeah, okay. And then, you know, then they were trying to, like, skip over that part. Remember when I restarted? It skipped that first part, almost like I had, you know what I mean? So, it remembered to do that, but then later, it started glitching on the other things. And if you remember, it suddenly, the second time around, told me to go to the armory all of a sudden, even though it didn't tell me that the first
Get
time.
outta here.
And not only that, it was legit just telling me to, you know, stand there and press left shift without going to the armory. Just press left shift, and it's just never working, never working, never working. Yet, we also had a climb button for the same training right after that, and it wasn't in the armory. It was out where I was. So why on earth, if it's clearly not being interfered with, and it's as simple as pushing left shift, and you can see I'm dashing, I'm running, you can see it working, and finally it just starts working out of nowhere as I'm calling out Scammer Payback on the channel. We get people coming, we get 1 and 2 concurrents in here, no normal trending, suddenly magically it works, and then this same scam proceeds to be a trend throughout, where it's a very small isolated scam to sit here and listen to one key press over and over and over. Scammer Payback are hackers that use your data to literally make shitloads of money off of pretending to stop scammers and helping people. Meanwhile, they're making shitloads of money off harassing streamers and stealing views, stealing trending, all while masking it like a good, you know, good guy and stuff like that. It's not what they're doing. Not at all. They are not. It is a facade. It is not real. They are not good people. If they were good, they would have had an automated message or something to reply to my email. Even just a reply to tell me that they don't take personal cases or whatever. They wouldn't just say nothing. You know what I mean? They wouldn't sit there and tell you to make reports and tell you that they're always there for you. And tell you to do that, but then just never respond, and then you very obviously get harassed after, like your stream gets harassed after contacting them, your stream gets harassed after watching the stream. You have Pierogi himself, when I talk in his chat and I tell him about how I was scammed a while back, you have Pierogi himself becoming an irate, angry asshole on stream, yelling at people in chat and stuff like that. Like, just things like that.
That
like,
was
where,
grossly
like, you can
satisfying.
literally see, like,
Pimple popping
all
video.
he did was sit here and create a scam to make me look like that all along, where he was that way, secretly, but he was trying to mask that somebody else was that way. So basically, he had that problem initially. He did that. He reacted that way, and he knows I called him. So he just started harassing every aspect of my life, fucking around, trying to find things out about me, and he did. That's it. And you see it, like, it's as plain as day when it's simple as a button on my keyboard being hacked to not fucking work and register the game that the game is in fact picking up what button I'm pressing.
Arrived too late. My R&D Red colleagues crashed the train. The site is already too contaminated.
Makes you wonder how many drug dealers he's used over the years, claiming to help them and stuff like that. Meanwhile, he's using that to harass other people that he thinks have problems, but really he's making you think they have problems. He's exacerbating, he's causing those problems. It's facade, it's made up. He harasses people, and then they react to what he does. I call that self-defense. I'd call anything that anybody's doing where he harasses them and then they go after him, I'd call that self-defense because he harassed them. Yeah, and then you wonder why this guy had several visits from the FBI.
Sure, take all my money.
Yeah, like, you just see it. Hold on, I want to check something now. Jesus Christ, YouTube is trash. Why is YouTube so fucking trash? Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on certain things. He likes to harass channels, so I'm keeping an eye on just how many things we see happen as a result of the things I'm saying here while speaking out about something very real that's happening. Because again, that's all that happens. I call out, I tell the truth. I call him out, I call out Scammer Payback on stream, and I tell the truth, and then I get harassed.
Seems we have more to worry about than just Zeds. Scour the inspection room. Where there's a pandemic, there's corpses. Okay, we have our corpses. Now, we'll need to gather some tissue samples to better understand this affliction.
Oh, poison. Definitely been poisoned. Have to reload!
They did a good job of like making it so that you get surrounded in this one. But again, that's just the map.
That's right,
I am kind of getting tired of this map
Whew, I really needed that.
Of course, I reload right when that happens.
Cha-ching! Okay, I need petroleum jelly and a non-stick sterile bandage.
Clips aren't big enough. I will say that. My clip is not big enough. I should have more than 20 for a clip. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely... That's absurd. I'm gonna die, literally, because my clip...
Always.
Yeah, I didn't have enough ammo. I had to keep reloading. 20 ammo is not enough. That's trash. You do need to increase that. That's actually fucking trash. Like, if I sit there and I need to reload, that's trash. Yeah, like, it should be at least 30. That's garbage. Yeah, 20 a magazine, that's garbage. That's not enough, and the weapon's not doing enough damage to justify that. Look how I have my loadout now. See how I'm holding my weapon? See that? Why didn't it load that? Look, my skin is on there. Yet it didn't load it for the game. Why is that? You can clearly see my character holding the gun that has the skin. Yet it didn't load it for the game. Conveniently. Why? Why did it not load the gun skin? That's really weird. You can clearly see my gun skin. Right there. Why did it not load it? I'm literally holding it. I literally have... Yeah, so that's interference. It's interference again. I told you it's interference. They're literally just... If I put a gun skin on and I show you I'm doing it... Remember the like, literally I put that on the menu screen and it just proceeded to not work right after doing it. Kind of like every single other thing that's being scammed about this game right now to make it look bad, as I'm clearly just doing basic things that of course they would test that and of course it would work. And absolutely nobody, I have seen no negative reviews complaining about any of those things. None of them. None of the negative reviews complain about those things. Yet conveniently, that's happening to me. And Scammer Payback is in here, literally just hiding their view. You saw that one until I refreshed. They're literally sitting in here, cycling my, you don't see trending. Remember, I told you, we're in a vertical swipe feed. YouTube's gonna get massively sued for this. Like, this is the point. I can sit here and I can prove that we're in a swipe feed, and it's just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's not a swipe feed, and I have been in the stream several times, and it hasn't counted my concurrent. So, like, we see examples of, like, literally, like, people coming in the streams, and it literally is just not counting it, they're lying, and that's Scammer Payback. Yeah, they're just lying about my entire channel. They have scammed my channel. Yeah, investigate them. They are doing illegal things. Yes. They are illegal. They are doing unconstitutional, illegal things. So, this looks like a new map. Let's take a look, see if there's any, like, daytime. It's all nighttime. What the fuck? Why would you make every map dark? That's stupid. This one looks like it's at least like sunset, so we'll try this, I guess.
Vito's
Now,
leaving.
keep in
Let's
mind
go
I have my
later.
gun skin right now. Remember, my gun skin is on. It should be working. I should just leave directly from here and have everything that I'm supposed to have. Even though I didn't do anything, I didn't re-equip it after the last round. It just should have been enabled and wasn't.
Enjoy your flight.
Yeah, I guess Scammer Payback's sitting here and harassing people. Why is my loadout not there? See, it's just not here. Why? Why do I not have my mods and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Like I would be doing more damage. Yeah, it's see, the gun's not there. Yeah, Scammer Payback has literally broken the game, so it's not loading any of the things that I'm, like, customizations and stuff. So just like earlier where they were breaking the tutorial where I couldn't play the game at all unless I finished the tutorial, now they're just breaking the skins and stuff like that that I have every right to have. And they're just breaking them. Just like this, you know, again, like my gun would be just like you saw, where I clearly left the I'm standing right in the helicopter, yet my gun's different. Why? I mean, you can clearly see my firebug levels too. You can clearly see that. And you can clearly see that I had the correct gun equipped. Yet it's not applying it. I was literally in the armory. And it doesn't have that applied. Interesting. No, I think that's, again, it's scammer payback, just like it's been since the beginning. Who did I report last night for harassment? Who did I report? Who did I report? For harassment. And now here they are, fucking with my trending. I have no people in the stream, and they're just sitting here screwing with the game the entire fucking time. Why don't I have any of this shit? What is this? And again, there's my gun skin. You can clearly see it. Yet when I start a mission, I don't have it. How does that make any sense? Yeah, it's literally not here. They're just unequipping it. See how it's not here? Why am I way back here now, too? I was standing here, was I not? Yeah. Yet my gun skin's right there. Right there. Yeah, I mean, like, you can literally see it. Yeah, it's just, it's literally, look. It's not applying it, look. They're literally breaking this. So it's here now, but it doesn't save that. As soon as I'm gone, bam. That's why. And it's here, it's clearly there. See, I still have the skin. That's scammer payback. They're breaking the game. So, to the developers, to Tripwire, they've been doing this to me for a while. They broke Hitman 3, literally, they broke Hitman 3. I couldn't even play it for months. They broke Elden Ring on my Series X, couldn't play it, and made it look like it was a hack where my disk drive wasn't working, except that's not the case. And for years, they had no idea I could still play the game as long as I disconnected the internet. Yep, suddenly my disk drive worked. Well, it's a hack. That's scammer payback. And it's the same shit they're doing here. They're literally just making the game look bad. You should sue them. You should sue the fucking shit out of them. Or at least investigate them, because I think they've been doing this to a lot of people and intentionally making games look bad. So that people that they like can play the games, and they can watch them instead of watching the other people they don't like. They want, you know, that's the point. They're getting, and then the people they like, they tell them about the game, even though they found out about it through somebody they don't like. So they just harass this person to get you to think things about them. Meanwhile, they are that way. It's them. And they get this reaction. You know what harassment does to somebody? Like, that's the point. And they're just doing this. So, again, if you're the developer and you're looking at this, this is the point. This has nothing to do with your game, and I know that. This is literally scammer payback on YouTube. Fucking around with YouTube. And again, earlier, somebody was already in my chat, you know, trying to sit here and tell me about a scam YouTube was creating and conveniently happening all around this shit where police are literally just sitting here harassing my channel because I'm out there proving that they're not doing police work. They're just sitting here watching streams, trying to find a reason to harass people. So everybody's harassing everybody else. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here trying to play a video game. Do you not see the problem with that? And then meanwhile, all this does is I then go out and I show what police aren't doing. And so instead of them doing those things and correcting that behavior, they double down, they harass me more. Like I said, I just proved on that stream where all I did was upload a segment of when somebody was literally swerving around and illegally passed me and sped off through a school zone, and there was no police anywhere. No, none whatsoever. Meanwhile, it sat here and YouTube told somebody that they couldn't like the stream and didn't have permission to do that. Fascinating stuff, isn't it? And it was closing the stream they were trying to watch it, kept closing it for him. Yeah, imagine that. Sounds an awful lot like what's happening here, where we clearly have a gun skin that does work, except they're making it not. It clearly is there. It clearly is right there. That's my gun skin. It's right there equipped. Yet when we come in here, it's there. It's equipped. Bam. And now it's not. All I have to do is leave and it's not equipped anymore. Yep. It says it is, but all I gotta do is literally hit back and it will no longer be equipped. Ready? So, equip. What is it? What is this doing? Why are we breaking the game? Yeah, why are we breaking the game? It's literally right here. It's already equipped. Why are we breaking the game? Yep. See? Not equipped. What the fuck? Yeah, this is called breaking the game. Wow. Yeah, wow. Yeah, wow. And then you see, it's literally right here. What the fuck is this? What a bunch of trash. It's literally right there. You can see my gun has the skin. It is equipped. It's literally equipped. So why don't I have it? And if I don't have that, I don't have the mod where I'm upgrading and stuff. Like clearly that's not working. Yeah, this is Scammer Payback. It's Scammer Payback. Fucking with the game. And they're screwing with your games too. Look it up. The dude sits there and admits that he fucks with people. Like, I've seen him do it on stream. I've seen him sit there and admit that he screws with streamers. I've seen him do it. Why is my screen turning? My hand's not on the mouse. Why did my screen just do that? Do you not see the hacks? Wow. Wow. Do you not see this? I didn't move the mouse at all. Wow. Wow. What a jackass. So this is what he's wasting his time doing instead of doing what he should be doing. And now we all know why he's doing member-only streams instead of streaming and stuff like that. Now we know. Yeah, so he can sit here and he can talk about certain people or cause problems for certain people. And you and I won't know because we won't be able to watch the stream. Yeah, sound familiar? Yeah. What a shame. What a shame that there's all this scamming going on.
Ready. Let's get going.
By the people that claim to be stopping it. So I clearly have my gun skin here, and I'm not going to when I'm on the map now.
Big journey.
Yep, just not there. Just not there. Pathetic. I'll just give my lawyer a call after the stream. How is there not enough gore? Are you kidding? Are you stupid? You're dumb as shit if you think that's not enough. You're dumb as shit. That's plenty. What are you complaining about gore for? It seems like plenty of it to me. Yeah, I mean, the ninja's cool. But, yeah, like, Scammer Payback is sitting here and fucking with the game. So, again, I'm just gonna call my lawyer after the stream. Put a stop to all this. He's gonna get a phone call. He's gonna get a phone call. Yeah, he's probably gonna get a phone call from the CIA, actually. Because they're very interested in why he's, The CIA is extremely interested in why Pierogi is sitting here doing their job for them. They're very interested in that. So he's probably gonna get a call from the CIA. I'm done with it.
Syringe, okay?
What an asshole. Just sitting here fucking with Americans. He might actually get a call from the DOJ too. I should probably just put in a report to the DOJ. I should probably just be done with this. Put in a report to the DOJ and just fucking be done with it. This motherfucker is just sitting on here doing illegal, unconstitutional shit every single day. Meanwhile, all I'm doing is playing video games. So yeah, he's we'll just go ahead and report. We'll just report to the DOJ. So I replaced again like an idiot. Because I'm still not used to having 2 slots. I think that's really stupid. to do it that
Closing
way.
time, shoppers. Pod's closed.
I think it's dumb to do. I don't like that actually. I'm just used to being able to just buy a weapon. Okay, that was pretty cool.
On point.
Okay, that is cool. I don't have that many though. Nice. Oh, I can melee. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad that they have a secondary where you can melee because they are size. Oh my god.
Nice and clean.
Yeah, these are size.
You showed them.
Yeah, they're size. That's what they are. People think it's a kunai. That's not a kunai. A kunai is like a dagger.
Make sure you're stocked on ammo.
Yeah, that's not even the right. Yeah, what the hell? That is a kunai. And that is different than what I'm holding. What the hell? Yeah, it says Sai. Oh, so you flip it around and it's a kunai? No, he's throwing a Sai. It doesn't say that, though. Where's the kunai? That's shuriken. There is no kunai. Like,
Do a little ammo check,
now
maybe?
they're just screwing around with weapons. Like, you see this. That says Sai, yet it is a kunai. Yeah, now Scammer Payback is just screwing around with weapons. Like, you see all this, right? Like, the game... Like, that's the point. Like, they're just fucking around now. What a bunch of jackasses.
You're gonna see Zeds soon.
Oh wow, look at how cool this map is. Okay, this is a cool map. I like this. Yep, Scammer Payback fucking around with the game. Like, it's so stupid. Like, there's no way they would have made the game and been like, well, let's just have them, instead of having kunais, he'll just have Sais randomly for no reason whatsoever. Like, that doesn't make any sense. It even says in the bottom right, when you switch to it, Sai. Yet you throw it like a kunai when it switched to this. How does that make any sense? This is not a kunai, that's a Sai. What? They're not the same thing. Yeah, the ninja's really cool. So yeah, what's a shame is that you see Scammer Payback in here screwing with the game, so that we can't actually sit here and show the game how it should be. And I guarantee you, if you watch any of the other streamers, they didn't have this problem. Like, these aren't problems. I can almost guarantee. Yeah, so these are all the maps. And again, that's like the only daytime one. Let's try offices. I may have to like call my lawyer here really soon, because he's probably watching this and like, holy shit. It's a kunai, it literally says that. So why does it say Sai when I have it? And it's a different weapon when I have it. Why is all of this happening? And why do my gun skins work until I get to this point and then they don't? Why is all that happening? So I think...
Be safe in the construction area. You know, guys, trips and slips are a common occurrence in building sites.
I'm pretty sure this one lets you keep your loadout. I think that's how this one's supposed to work. It doesn't normally work that way. You restart. I think this one lets you keep your loadout if you do a long, like you chain from one map to the next, and it's not doing that. Because again, on that last screen, we saw that I had that katana I bought until the game started. Why would it show that on the loading screen, and then the game starts, and I cycle through my weapons, and it's clearly not there? I saw the kunai, too. Yeah, why would that be the case?
Laying out there.
And you see the interference where, like, there's just one concurrent. I guarantee you that's not the case. There's a shitload of people cycling in here, and as it goes up to like 5 and 8 and 3 and stuff like that, the person that's in here is just literally cycling that to 1. So that's Scammer Payback. That's Pierogi. He's sitting in the stream being a complete jackass. He's just sitting here doing this, fucking around with things, harassing me. So yeah, we'll probably just report this to the DOJ. And the FTC. I'm gonna report Scammer Payback to the FTC. They need somebody regulating their business practices. They're too big. They got 8 million subscribers, they got all these people working for them, nobody's regulating what they're doing. Too much. You're sitting here harassing real people. You're not doing it to scammers anymore. You're doing it to real people. Yeah. What a jackass. I have zero doubt it's Scammer Payback. And YouTube is facilitating it because YouTube knows that Scammer Payback harasses YouTube too. And that's why they're doing it. They're harassing the people that work at YouTube. So YouTube is just doing what they say and taking a defensive stance because they get harassed by Scammer Payback. Surprise, surprise. And none of these say sigh. Okay, that one does. Okay, so that's why that was happening. That should be a different picture. See how it's a picture of a kunai? That should be just a different picture. That's stupid. That's sloppy. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. That should be a sigh, a picture of a sigh. That's so sloppy. Yeah, it's them. It's them. And no, not the sigh thing, because now you can see that it is kunai. But the other stuff earlier, yeah, like, yeah, for sure. So they're just counting on me now escalating, where like other stuff might happen and be like little bits of the game where I could help them correct it. And that's the point. He's trying to create a scam where it would seem like to the developer I wouldn't know how to do that because he's sitting here fucking with the game enough times that once the game does something that it's not supposed to do, it becomes difficult to determine which one is the game and which one is him doing it. So that's what he does. He just harasses people. He does it because he wishes that he wishes that, like, he gets jealous of things. Like I literally caught him sitting here on stream. Remember, you know how much pizza I eat and stuff? I caught him sitting here on stream telling me on his stream, he's like, "You get to eat pizza?" Yeah, I'm jealous. And this was after I spent an entire stream calling him out as being jealous. Like, he's just jealous and he's fucking with people. Hello? How fucked up is that? And you just don't care? And he's masquerading as a hero? Like, what the hell's wrong with you? You don't see a big problem with that. If I ever worked with him, I would severely question that integrity. I would severely question almost everything he said. Like, again, because he's just, like, this is a thing he's just constantly doing. Gets mad at people and stuff like that in his chat, reacts a certain way, talks about people instead of reaching out to them, he'll sit here and like that's the point. Like, and again, this isn't the first time. Like, this has been going on years. We've been talking about this years, and every single time I reach out to him or I say something to him where he should help, I always get harassed. I have some sort of massive issue with my channel or the things I'm trying to do. Like, you see it, right? You see how, like, obviously, like, enemy damage is escalating. Like basic things that should be easy. You know what I mean? Like it's just like things that aren't working the way that they should be and stuff like that. I already pointed out several times that in the beginning of that tutorial, there were several things wrong. There were several things that, like, and again, like the gun skin. Why is my gun skin never equipped? I equip it and then it unequips. That's an animation glitch. He's literally just causing an animation glitch, just like all the other animation glitches he's ever caused. He sat here and fucked with Hearthstone. He sat here and fucked with my Hearthstone. He sat here and fucked with all these other games that I play. Again, he completely broke Elden Ring on the Series X. He completely broke all these different things. Again, that's digital destruction of property. And again, this person should absolutely be investigated by the DOJ. I truthfully, I don't know, I feel like that guy's, like, hiding illegals or something. Like, I really do. I really think that guy's like, you want to know where they are? He's hiding them. And then, like, they sit here and fuck around and harass people. It's them doing it. And they are illegal. Duh. So dumb. Yeah, Scammer Payback needs to be checked. No, I'm done. We're out of here. We're out of here. I'm done. Bye. I have to call my lawyer. Scammer Payback needs checked. I gotta call my lawyer. I gotta call the, well, I can't call the DOJ. I gotta report to them, though. I'm just so done with stupidity. I'm done with people pretending like it's very obvious after I try to reach out to them, try to call them out that they don't do anything, and stuff like that. I get harassed. Like, massively. Yeah, you don't see the correlation there. So, I'll report this, and again, it'll be very obvious from the trending. We've been in a vertical swipe feed the whole time. There's plenty of people probably watching, cycling in and out, and they're lying about those concurrents. 1, 2, 1, 2. The highest number we saw was 3. That's when you know Scammer Payback is in here, lying about the numbers, fudging the numbers to make them say what they want to say. Just like all the times they came in here. Remember when we got raided by a streamer, but the streamer didn't tell us who he was, and he brought his whole fucking audience in here, and they just kept saying, like, nasty, harassing, disgusting things. The whole fucking community. And he was messing around with the numbers. He was lying about how many people were in here. He was making it say things like negative concurrence and negative views. Taking the stream, like, down to 0 likes, all the way up to a bunch of like, it's literally just him harassing the fucking channel. And you see it locked at 2. You see it just locked. Completely lying. And again, plenty of examples of times I've been in the stream and that number didn't move. I'm still in the stream. And they're just lying. Liars. Liars. So I gotta call the person I'm talking to about all this, and I have to report to the DOJ because, I mean, like, what the fuck? You can't just, like, be unchecked. I'm tired of this. So much ridiculous hacking going on, and then they're sitting here educating the scammers on how to do it. Calling themselves ethical hackers. Go fuck yourself.